All right, so we officially have the first contract. Quite frankly, I hate. I just don't like this deal at all. I think it's an actively bad contract, and I'm very surprised to see a well-run organization like the Chiefs be the one who hands it out. Listen, they value the offensive line position very highly. I understand that. I get why they do it. I don't hate that strategy necessarily when you have the star quarterback, but Jawaan Taylor, they are giving $80 million so on a 4-year deal. So that's $20 million a year. $60 million of it is guaranteed. So they're pretty much stuck with this for at least 3 years, probably all 4 years. And again, people have different ways they view the offensive line. People have different ways they like offensive linemen. But, the stats I use, I like to look like, PFF WAR is a good stat. He has been a negative WAR player every single year he's been in the league. So he's been, according to them, below replacement level, and now he's getting $20 million a year, mostly guaranteed. You have if you look at the PFF grades, he's finished 65th, 67th, and 71st each of the past 3 years. That's out of around 80 eligible players each year. He's been a bad tackle, basically, for his career, and he's now getting a ton of money by the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they lost Andrew Wiley, a tackle, so they needed a right tackle. They might be losing both their tackles as Orlando Brown Jr. is a free agent. We don't know where he's going to go, but I don't know. I don't get this. And also, the report comes out right now. Ian Rappaport says the Chiefs are moving on from Orlando Brown, which I guess makes sense, but I don't know. I mean, if you're going to give that kind of money out, give it to Orlando Brown Jr. He's someone who's a much better player, and I can't imagine is getting that much more than $20 million a year. He'll probably get a little more than $20 million a year, but for a player who I think it's legitimately fair to question if he should even be a starting tackle in this league. There's other issues that have gone into play, and maybe people, some people like him better than I do. Some people like him better than PFF does. But. And I think there's reason to believe he can get better. I do think there's reason to believe in a different system he should be better. I think he will be better with the Kansas City Chiefs than he was with Jacksonville, but he wasn't good with Jacksonville. So that's just the confusion here of why are you going out and paying this guy top tackle money when he's not even shown that he can be a mediocre tackle in this league. I don't know. I do not understand this move at all. It's a weird one. I'm sure some people in the comments will give their different opinions on it. But again, there's things I value. There's tools I use to evaluate offensive line play. Some of those tools are statistics, such as PFF grades. And the one thing I will say is that good pass protector. That's the one thing he's been better at. He's been a much better pass protector than run blocker. He's really an ineffective run blocker, but his pass protection is solid. That's kind of the main thing that he does well. So I still don't know if that's worth giving someone a $20 million $20 million a year deal for, because I don't know if I would necessarily consider him a star pass protector, but he's an above-average pass protector. That's the one thing he does well. It's really his run blocking that it's struggled, and I think that's why they're making this deal, which, again, I don't hate the deal in a vacuum of getting Jawaan Taylor. If you're getting him for a cheap deal, it makes a ton of sense to me. But getting him for $20 million a year, this does not feel like this is going to help you win. I think it's a mistake, personally. But that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Jawaan Taylor to the Chiefs? Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.